Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. 1 week today, Newcastle play their first game of the new season against Gaeta at the training ground. 2 weeks time is Austria. I can't believe it's less than 2 weeks, but yeah, less than 2 weeks time to be down in Austria and down in Lisbon the week after that. So there's a lot of activity happening regarding pre-season. But what about the signings? What's going to go on with them? As you can see in the title, we're going to talk about Christian Eriksen today, and as well as that, there's a lot of different things as well. I think this is the part of pre-season now when Newcastle are going to not take a break, but they're going to focus about the squad we've got now. Newcastle's biggest problem at the minute, we've got a bloated squad. A lot of players have to go out the door, and that's what we're here to talk about in today's video, guys. But anyway, as always, if you are new, make sure you get down there, hit that subscribe button, join the journey so you don't miss any of the content on the channel. And as well as that, you can also get down there, smash the like button, and finally, question of the day: would you take Christian Eriksen at Newcastle United? But anyway though, let me know your thoughts down below on that, and without further ado, let's get into it. First off, I just want to say a massive congratulations to Derek for retiring after 38 years of being Newcastle United's physiotherapist. 38 years, that is ridiculous. Fair play. Alan Shearer, Kevin Keegan, Andy Cole, all the legends throughout the decades have all went through this man. So yeah, exceptional, retired now. Last ever season was the takeover season. I think that's a good time for him to walk off into the sunset. But yeah, that's exceptional, so well done on that. Now, I hope I'm on YouTube for 40 years covering Newcastle United content, so I really hope I have that sort of reputation as well in the next few decades. But yeah, well done. Enjoy your retirement. I think it's best to begin off this video by talking about Keith Downey's interview on my channel yesterday. If you guys haven't already watched it yet, make sure you go back and watch it. It's a really good, insightful interview about Newcastle's midfield, the attack, and how our maiden transfer funds are going to be spent across it. And there's been quite a lot of different articles that came out at the minute, and you can actually use that video to kind of argue for and against certain things in these articles. So I think it's a really good interview, and I highly appreciate Keith Downey coming on the channel. The guy's a legend. But yeah, so pretty much this is the quote that he said here. So he's confident Newcastle are going to spend between £30 to £40 million more in this window. One more marquee sign, he said, and he's going to be in the attack. So he either believes it's going to be a striker or a winger, and the other player is going to be a loan signing. He doesn't believe that money is going to be spent across the midfield. He'd be surprised if it happens. It's not saying it's not going to happen, he'd just be surprised. So yeah, keep that in mind. But he believes that the remaining of Newcastle's transfer funds will be spent in the attack and the attack only. Ben Jacobs today actually came out and said that Newcastle could be looking to try and get Tielemems into the club, saying that Dan Asher has already made inquiries to Leicester about signing the player. But obviously, as I said before, with Keith Downey's interview, this would completely contradict what Keith said if we're going to try and buy a normal midfielder now. I think Eriksen's a lot more realistic, and there's also reports coming out about him. But we're talking about Tielemems now. Now, listen, I'm not going to call anyone a liar. Personally, at the minute, I wouldn't tend to say that this one's going to happen. But if we keep into this, maybe someone else might come out of it. As I said before, Keith Downey, well, a bit in his quote, he actually said that Newcastle could be looking to get a midfielder if someone amazing pops up. This potentially could be that amazing thing. But personally, for me, I feel like that'd be more like a Lucas Piquet or obviously like Eriksen or free, someone a mega sign that wouldn't cost a ridiculous amount of money or would really help the team out. Now, Tielemems is a brilliant player, don't get me wrong. A couple of seasons ago, he was one of the best midfielders in the league. However, I think the majority of Leicester players last season just underperformed. The season wasn't terrible, but I think for Leicester standards, I think it was a little bit off. And I mean, as I said before, with Christian Eriksen out there, we'll talk about him in just a moment, but I think it's a much better sign for Newcastle. It's a free signing. Eriksen is someone that had an exceptional season last year for Brentford. Yes, we've got a bit of uncertainty of whether he can really continue to play after his cardiac arrest, but I'm pretty confident he can. He wouldn't be a football player now if that was still a problem, so I think he's 100% fine. We shouldn't have any problems with him if he does come to the football club. Back on the topic of midfielders for Newcastle now, Tielemems is a brilliant player. I would take him at the football club, but we have bigger fish to fry. The attack has to be sorted for me first. If we do not get a striker in, then we're stuck with Callum Wilson and Chris Wood. Bearing in mind, Callum Wilson will get injured, and Chris Wood, he scored 2 goals. We need someone in that can score more goals, no doubt about it. So yes, a midfielder would be great. I think we do need an arm midfield just to have that squad depth 100% sorted, but the attack has to be figured out first. And Tielemems, it's just a lot of money to spend when there's other players out there that I just think have better value to get. Speaking of midfielders that have a better value in Tielemems, I think there's very few players in Europe that have a better value in general than Christian Eriksen. Yesterday he has officially became a free agent now. He can go to any football club he wants. But no matter what, Newcastle have to make sure that we are one of those clubs he can join. We had to put the offer in there. And thanks to an article from Jordan Cronin from Newcastle World, it looks like Newcastle actually will be open to signing Eriksen to the football club. They're definitely interested in the player now. He stated in the article, make sure I go check out the article by the way, it's a really good read, but he states that both parties would be open, so they're more than happy to have a chat about it. And Newcastle, I mean, we should be all over this one, let's be honest. I think Eriksen is the perfect player to bring to Newcastle. We need a midfielder in that's not going to play week in, week out, but somebody in there that has great value, is a better player than what we have, and is somebody in the dressing room that will elevate players. He is a similar player to Trippier. Obviously, they've worked together before, but he is a player in there that has experience, international level experience. He is, let's be honest, in his day, he was a world-class player. And we saw in his short spell at Brentford how much he transformed the full football club. It was ridiculous. They were winning the majority of the games he was playing in. He created more chances than the majority of midfielders in the league. And for a free sign, he's somebody in the dressing room where he needs, every football club needs a guy like Eriksen in the dressing room just to elevate those players and just to make the team better. So Newcastle, in my opinion, should be all over this one. It wouldn't contradict what Keith Downey said because there's no money spent here. He's a free agent. The only thing we've got to worry about is the wages, which wouldn't be a problem at Newcastle. Now, some problems with Eriksen is that a lot of football clubs want him. It's not just Newcastle. Pretty much every team in the Premier League is going to want this guy. Manchester United are probably showing the most interest, and I would say the favourites to sign him at the minute. Now with Brentford as well, yes, he's a free agent now, but chances are Brentford might panic and might actually proceed to try and offer Eriksen a better contract, more wages, say, come back to Brentford for another year or two, we'll give you a better contract this time round. As well as I've got Tottenham, his former football club, would he want to go back there? Leicester, Everton, I've heard are quite interested in him, so Newcastle have got a lot of competition to do. But we should make sure we are one of those teams that is definitely 100% trying to sign him. It seems like at the minute we're more just kind of interested in sitting in the back seat and actually going all out and trying to sign him. We should be in there. I mean, we should be in there trying to get him. There's a lot of reasons why he should join Newcastle or why he would want to join Newcastle. So, yeah, I'm not saying he would come to the football club, but we should definitely go in there and try and make it happen. There's no reason why he wouldn't come to the club. We've definitely got the interest there. But that's just my personal opinion anyway. What do you guys think about this one? As I said at the start of this video though, I think Newcastle will take probably a couple of weeks off from trying to sign loads of players. I think it'll be a lot quieter now the transfer news that comes out because Newcastle have got to clear out that bloated squad now. With the under 23 players also in the training ground actually work with the main team so they can have the experience sorted and try them out in some of the pre-season matches. Newcastle are going to have upwards of 40 plus players in the training ground over the next couple of weeks. So the Newcastle players are out in international duty and the new signs will actually come back on Wednesday. So we've got to put them back in the training ground as well. And it's going to be quite hard for Eddie Howe and all the coaching staff to sort out 40 plus players and to get everyone working together and everyone integrating well in the squad. So we've got to start to clear out. That's what Dan Ashworth has came in to do. He will utilise the players that we don't need anymore and he will try and bring out the best qualities in them so our teams can be interested in signing them. Newcastle have got quite a few problems with some of the long-serving players. We use Dwight Gale as an example because I believe I know his contract. I think he's on 40 grand a week for another 2 years. And that's a problem straight away because why would Dwight Gale want to leave Newcastle where he's getting paid millions of pounds to just sit on the bench or do nothing? I mean, that's the problem with some of our long-serving players. They're not going to be encouraged anymore to go out there and try and become better players because they don't feel like they can get in the squad anymore with new signs coming in. So, I mean, I wouldn't say they're depressed, but they just couldn't care anymore. Some of the players would just be there, you know, it'd be, you know what, my career's coming to an end short. Let's just sit back and get some more money. Like Kieran Clark, I think Jeff Hendrick's still contracted at the club. There's going to be players there that just aren't going to want to cooperate, players that are just going to want to sit back and just do the bare minimum, and it's just going to be a bit of a nightmare to try and get shot at because some players just won't want to leave this football club. And yeah, that's going to cause some issues with the squad as a whole. With the 25-man squad, we've got to kick more players out the squad again. So yeah, Dan Ashworth's going to be a busy man, but Newcastle, we've got to clear out before we bring in. But with the exception of Eriksen, I can't see the attack coming in at the minute. So yeah, that's going to be quiet for a couple more weeks. And finally, a huge congratulations to Grace Dundee on becoming the Newcastle United women's new captain. After Brooke last season has retired now from football, Newcastle need a new captain. And from what I've seen last season on the pitch, yeah, I think Grace is the spot-on choice. She's really good at leading the line, being in goal. And she's just someone who has a great voice on the pitch. She's vocal. She's a great role model off the pitch as well, and I think, yeah, I believe the club has made the correct choice of that one. I can't wait to see the women's team play within the next week or two now. It's getting a lot closer. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the video today. Let me know your thoughts down below. What players do you think will be booted out of Newcastle United squad? What do you think about the likes of Christian Eriksen, Tielemems? Do you believe those reports? Do you think they're going to happen? But yeah, take care. I'm off to a party later on tonight, so I'm going to enjoy myself. But no matter what, though, I'll wake up in the morning and I will know that Newcastle United are on the up. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.